Welcome to Media News. This is where we talk to you all about things movie and TV shows related in the past month, like Jack Black showing us how to build a sword in Minecraft. Okay, moving on pretty quickly from that. Marvel's Agatha All Along is coming out weekly. As of this far, we are on episode 4, on this magical journey down the witch's road. 2 of our current witches have already had their trials, that being Alice the Protector Witch and Sasha the Potions Expert. So far, this series is shaping up to be a mystery and magical adventure series. Also on Marvel, we have Venom The Last Dance, the 3rd film in the franchise in the Venom trilogy, but accordingly to an Instagram post from Tom Hardy mentions, "That's all she wrote for me, and the big guy, we promise to make this the best of them all." So does that mean this is the final Venom movie? Nothing's for certain, but it definitely feels like that's the direction for Tom Hardy and the Venom movies. Now, I know the Sonyverse doesn't really get a lot of attraction when it comes to their movies, I can't think why, but I think that we can all agree that the Sonyverse needs some changes if it wants to keep going. So far, the best movie I've seen in the line of movies from them so far is Let There Be Carnage. And while trying to create these Spider-Man movie villain movies without Spider-Man, I like the experiment that they've got going on and their ability to create this universe, but if you're going to release every other movie as a 5 out of 10, then I think people are not going to be that interested and invested into the films that you're creating. I think I'm a little disappointed that if this is the last Venom movie, then we're going to have missed our chance at having a Tom Hardy Venom versus Spider-Man. Look, from my point, if you're going to make something for the fans, then listen to the fans. Speaking of listening to the fans, next we are talking about Heartstopper. Heartstopper Season 3 has released on Netflix and it deals with a lot of different type of relationship issues. Personally, I've watched this series and I have noticed they do like to end things on a good note, which compared to other series which might end things on a to be continued, this series doesn't do that. It's a feel-good series and there's not a lot of major drama that goes into these episodes. I'm not saying that there's much, but it touches upon other things than getting together and breaking up. Like, for example, one of the characters in this has an eating disorder, and I think it's very important that this series touches upon things like that. In fact, Heartstopper makes it to #1 on the Netflix top 10 TV programs in the UK, and all I can say is well done to Heartstopper. Also announced for this month is the upcoming return of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, which is set to air on the 30th on Disney+. In this, the character Justin Russo is to train Alex's daughter Billy, who seems to be a mischievous wizard like her mother. The original first series of this came out around 2007 to 2012. And was in the Disney Channel verse, where these characters could cross other Disney shows, meaning that the Disneyverse is still alive. With Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, this is going to make a lot of Disney Channel fans happy. Also, a slight few notable mentions: there's also Gremlins The Wild Batch out on Max, there's also Joker Folie à Deux in cinemas, Superman and Lois Season 4 final season on the CW network, and Jurassic World Chaos Theory on Netflix. Anyway, that's been me, Seb, and kadoosh.